Scorpio, you didn't open this video by chance. Something inside your own home has been trying to get your attention for days, and you felt it, but avoided naming it. You noticed the heavy silence in a room that was once light. You noticed the object that fell without explanation. You noticed the sleepless night in your own bedroom. God is trying to warn you, and if you ignore it again, whatever crossed your threshold will find space to stay. It knocked on your door, Scorpio. It wasn't the wind. It wasn't a coincidence. Something tried to get in, and maybe it already has. A cold weight on your chest as you walk through your own house, as if the air had shifted without warning. You feel it when you enter the living room. You feel it when you pass through the kitchen at night, and the siege whispers softly, as if this house will never again be just yours. But I see what you carry in silence. I see the weariness you call stress. What if that shiver in your own room isn't weariness, but a sign that God is trying to show you a breach that has opened in your home? While many change the locks, few realize that the danger within the home may carry an old gaze, a hidden word, and an energy that has not yet been returned. Maybe you're still not sure what this is. I wasn't either at first, but what I'm going to show you here will fit together every piece of what you've been feeling alone for days. You will understand what is really happening inside your home. You will recognize the 4 signs that God has been showing you and that you have been ignoring. You will discover the exact name of the energy that crossed the threshold of your home. You will learn the steps to close this breach before it deepens, and you will leave this video knowing that your home can once again be the only place where no envy is allowed to enter. Have you ever felt that no matter how much you tidy, clean, and organize, your house continues to carry a weight that isn't yours? What if what you call tiredness, bad luck, or a bad phase is actually an invitation to see what crossed your door from a different angle? Many believe that simply changing the lock, opening the window, and waiting for it to pass is enough. But what if true protection begins when you understand the 12 laws of the universe that help each zodiac sign overcome spiritual envy? Now think about this. What if every heavy silence in a room that was once light, every object falling without explanation, every sleepless night in your own bedroom, every silly argument arising out of nowhere at the table, every urge to leave the house without knowing why, all hid a lesson you haven't yet realized? What if understanding these laws could shield your home in the same way it shields your energy? It was while searching for answers to these reflections that the digital book, The 12 Laws of the Universe That Help the Zodiac Sign Overcome Spiritual Envy, was born. More than just a book, it brings together teachings, interpretations, and exercises to help you recognize patterns, close gaps, and protect the only place that should be entirely yours. Many Scorpios have already begun this journey and discovered a new way of looking at their own home. Now it's your turn. Many Scorpios already feel this relief, but access to the digital book may be taken down at any moment. It's available in the first pinned comment. Don't wait for another sleepless night to seek protection. Click now, download your copy, and discover why these laws can become the seal of your home. Because the energy that tried to cross your door may be proof that the universe knows there is a light within it that is too great to leave unguarded. If that first word touched you in any way, write "I seal my house" below. Not for me, but because another Scorpio who is exactly where you were a year ago needs this message to reach them tonight. There's a book whose name I haven't told you yet. It's not about luck. It's about recognizing before it's too late when something has walked through a door that should have remained closed. Stay with me, because now I'm going to show you the 4 warnings you've been receiving for days and that you've been ignoring. Pay attention to your breathing now, Scorpio. Relax your shoulders, because what I'm about to tell you isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to protect you. The first sign is the picture, the photo frame, the object that fell from the wall, always at the same time of night more than once. You felt a sudden chill in your chest when you entered that room afterward. It's not the wall being weak, it's the warning knocking. The second sign is the plant near the window, wilting even though it's watered correctly. That corner of the house seems heavier than the others, as if the air there has thickened. It's not a lack of sun, it's stagnant energy there. The third sign is waking up at 3 in the morning for several days in a row, in your own room, for no reason at all. Your body is tense even before your mind remembers a dream. It's not insomnia. It's your body feeling it before you do. The fourth sign is a small argument arising out of nowhere at the dinner table among those you live with. An irritation without a clear origin, which passes as quickly as it arrived. It's not impatience. It's borrowed energy trying to divide what is yours. You called it bad luck at home, but the universe called it a warning. You called it unexplained tiredness, but the universe called it a burden that isn't yours. Scorpio feels before they understand. Scorpio perceives what others take months to notice. And that's exactly why you're here now and not watching any other video on this topic. There is a path of protection, and I will open it now. Before the name, before the word, because whoever carries the weight of this siege within their home needs relief before receiving the revelation. Stay. And it is precisely here that the path to protection opens up. I'm not going to tell you about my biography or who I am. I'm going to tell you about what I've seen happen repeatedly to those who have felt exactly what you're feeling now inside their own homes. A weight that isn't tiredness, it's colder, and it lives inside your own home. It doesn't warn you with words. It warns you with silence, with objects falling, with sleep that slips away without explanation. Every time the house feels heavy for no apparent reason, every time sleep flees from your own room, every time a fight breaks out of nowhere at the dinner table between those you live with, this isn't accumulated coincidence. This is a crack that has opened up and remains open as long as no one names it. A protected home isn't one that never receives visitors. It's one that knows how to close the door after the negative energy has passed. It was while trying to understand exactly this that I found this digital book called The 12 Laws of the Universe that help each zodiac sign overcome spiritual envy. He doesn't promise miracles. He maps, law by law, how to recognize the exact moment when a strange energy crosses the boundary of your home, and how to close that door for good. He exists to give you the complete shielding of your home that only this path maps in its entirety, understanding the patterns that opened this breach, breaking the cycle of strange energy entering your home, strengthening the protection of your entire home, not just your mood. I've seen people ignore the first object falling, ignore the second sleepless night, ignore the third silly argument, and only when the whole house felt heavy did they understand they should have acted in the first week. You don't let this drag on for months. No more heavy nights, no more arguments that aren't yours, and no more accepting living in fear in your own home. This energy configuration around your home doesn't wait. This cycle only opens this recognition door once, and you're in it now. Don't wait for the next object to fall to recognize the warning. The house that weighs you down today is the same one that, sealed, will protect you more than any lock ever could. Stay with me, because the next layer goes deeper. And it has a name. And now, with the path before you, the name descends. What crossed the threshold of your house has an ancient name. The threshold siege. It is not a curse, it is not destiny. It is an energy of envy that found a breach, a recent glance, a comparison made, a word kept secret, and crossed the boundary that should protect your home. There are ancient walls that have been surrounded for days. The cold stone beneath the torches, extinguished one by one, the night seeming endless. But the gates remained closed, because someone inside recognized the siege in time to seal the entrance before it found space to stay. That's exactly where you are now, Scorpio. The fortress that endures is not the one that was never surrounded. It's the one that learned to close its gate. I see you with this house that carries a new weight, trying to understand where it came from. And I tell you, you are not alone in this. The universe has placed before you exactly what you need to recognize now, not a day before, not a day after. There is a person who for an entire week felt the heaviness in their own kitchen for no apparent reason. They ignored it, thinking it was just tiredness, until they dreamed 3 nights in a row of a door closing by itself. The day after the 3rd dream, they decided to symbolically seal the entrance to their house. Within a few days, the heaviness in the kitchen simply didn't return. Look at your chest now, Scorpio. Name what you feel. Is it relief, is it recognition, or is it still fear? Whatever it is, it's okay to feel it. Because whoever recognizes the siege has already taken the first step to close the door. I promised I'd come back to this, and now I do. This house can be sealed, and the next step is figuring out exactly how. The bridge to nomination lies before you now, Scorpio, and it has 3 forms. The guardian of the threshold understands that protecting the entrance to the house is protecting everything inside. He doesn't fear those who arrive. He simply knows when to close the door. The flame that watches over the house is what keeps a light burning, literally or symbolically, in the rooms that weigh the most heavily on you, because stagnant energy fears constant light. The scorpion that closes the door is the one who, after recognizing the sign, acts without waiting for the next object to fall, without waiting for the next sleepless night. Pay attention to your posture now, Scorpio. Straighten your back. Because you're no longer the one who ignored the signs, you're the one who recognizes them. The silent shadow that has settled within the walls of your home doesn't have to stay there. Maintaining the protection you've just recognized as yours is the next step. And it's described law by law within this same digital book I've already shown you. The 12 laws of the universe that help your zodiac sign overcome spiritual envy. Don't wait for the next fight to knock on your door before you act. The rescue I promised earlier, Scorpio, is this. You don't need to wait for the house to weigh more heavily to recognize what you already know. The 3 forms of counterattack begin now. The first tactic is to seal the threshold. Declare aloud, standing at the entrance of your house, this house is mine, and no energy enters without permission. Then, light a candle or sprinkle some salt at the entrance. The second tactic is to clear the heavy room. Declare, I return to sender what is not mine. Then open the window of that room and wave your hands in the air as if pushing the weight out. The third tactic is to protect your sleep. Before going to bed, declare, my room is my temple and nothing enters here but peace. Then keep a glass of water or a little salt near your bed during the night. When the house feels heavy for no reason, when sleep eludes you without explanation, when arguments erupt out of nowhere at the dinner table, this doesn't have to continue. The complete map for protecting your home is inside the same digital book I've already shown you twice. The 12 laws of the universe that help your zodiac sign overcome spiritual envy. I'm not rushing you. I'm warning you. Don't wait for the next heavy silence to warn you again. Change your posture now, Scorpio. Close your eyes if you can, or lower your gaze inward. Because now I'm going to guide you through something that only makes sense through meaning, not through explanation. Visualize the front door of your house. A golden light fills the crack through which the siege entered, slowly, unhurriedly, covering every inch of the doorframe. This light travels down the hallway, enters the living room, climbs through the kitchen, and reaches your bedroom. Each heavy room, one by one, exhales the weight that wasn't its own. You feel the warmth rising from your chest to your throat. You feel the air entering your lungs more easily. Release now everything this house has carried without permission in recent days. The heavy silence, the falling objects, the sleepless nights, the fights that arose out of nowhere. Let it go and activate what is already rightfully yours, The guardian of the threshold, the flame that watches over the house, the scorpion that closes the door. These three presences already dwell within you. You just needed to remember. Before sealing this, write below the name of someone you're carrying on this journey, or if it's for yourself, write in one sentence what you're hoping the universe will give back to you. I'll read it, and you won't be writing this alone. Don't release that energy yet. We're not finished. Stay with me. It knocked on your door, Scorpio. And today, for the first time, you know how to name what knocked. You understood the cold weight in your chest as you entered the house. You understood the room that weighed more than the others. You understood the borrowed voices in the arguments that arose from nowhere. You understood that the time for the seal had arrived. I saw you standing at your front door in the early hours of the morning, sensing that something had changed. I saw you looking in and out, still unsure of what you were feeling. This wasn't by chance. It was the universe placing before you on that very night the invitation to acknowledge the siege before it fully took hold. The three tactics I gave you, sealing the threshold, clearing the heavy room, protecting sleep, don't need to be repeated here. They're already within you now. It knocked on your door, Scorpio. It knocked and you didn't run away this time. It knocked and you listened. It knocked and you chose to close the door instead of pretending you didn't hear. Don't let go yet. The heavy gaze that tries to settle back into your room no longer has a place because you already know what it is. It was in seeking to close this gap once and for all that this digital book was born. The 12 laws of the universe that help your zodiac sign overcome spiritual envy, and from today onwards, it becomes your protective companion, the map that sustains the shield erected during your journey through this house. Don't wait until tomorrow to test the protection you can seal today. If this video resonated with you the way it resonated with me, subscribe to the channel so that the next revelation finds you before the next siege finds your home. No one here is an enemy, neither those who recently passed through your door nor any other sign. The only enemy is the energy that has not yet been returned. In the next revelation, Scorpio, I'm going to show you what happens when that protection completely fails, and why August is going to test the very threshold of your home. He knocked on your door, and now the door is sealed. Now you can let go. From this day forward, may your home be the only place where no envy is allowed to enter.